Hey guys, what's up? Spent the last couple of weeks in Europe. I was in Paris, Ibiza, and Barcelona for a couple of weeks, and now I am on my Middle Eastern leg of my trip. I just made it to Tel Aviv. Welcome to Tel Aviv, guys. I'm so excited. I've never been to the Middle East before, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit nerve-wracking just because I don't know what to expect. But nonetheless, so ready for adventure. While in Tel Aviv, I stayed in an area named Jaffa. Known as the Old City, Jaffa is the oldest part of Tel Aviv. It's very clear that Jaffa blurs the lines of the ancient world and the modern world. The Mediterranean weather in Tel Aviv is ideal for exploring, and the beaches offer some of the warmest water I've ever swam in. I was very impressed by the diversity and culture of Tel Aviv, a place where old traditions go hand in hand with modern day culture. While in Israel, I also got to visit one of the oldest cities in the world, Jerusalem, the Holy Land to three major religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. An epicenter for synagogues, churches, and mosques. What you're looking at now is the Western Wall, the holiest place where Jews are permitted to pray. The cracks of the wall are filled with little slips of paper containing notes or prayers to God. Have you ever experienced a rush of unexplained emotions? Because that's exactly what happened to me when I entered the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. This is said to be the place where Jesus Christ was crucified. It is also the site of Jesus' empty tomb, where he was said to have been buried and resurrected. Unfortunately, such a beautiful and diverse place is also a place with a lot of separation. One can only hope that someday people will put aside their differences and become united. After all, aren't we all just humans in the eyes of God? While in Israel, I basically lived off shawarma. A very affordable and delicious street food stuffed with different variations of vegetables and sauces. My favorite was definitely the lamb. Welcome to the Dead Sea, the lowest elevation on land. The Dead Sea is also one of the world's saltiest bodies of water, with a 33.7% salinity. This isn't sand, it's actually salt crystals just scattered all over the floor. The Dead Sea's unusually high salt concentration means that people can float effortlessly. I recommend that if you ever visit the Dead Sea, you go to Spa and Getty.
You see all of the caves here. You have some house, you have some food.
Are the caves man-made?
No, from the bottom. 2,700 years old.
Wow. And it was lost?
No, anybody living here.
No one lives here?
Long time ago.
I would move in here.
Yeah?
A visit to the Middle East would not be complete without a trip to Petra, Jordan. Walking through the walls of this ravine was just completely breathtaking. Petra was originally established by the Nabateans, who were Arabic nomads. Petra was a major trading hub. Ultimately, after being conquered, Petra was abandoned and became lost. No one knew where Petra was, until its rediscovery in 1812 by explorer John Burckhardt. This is the treasury. It's actually cut out of the stone. It's amazing to think how were they able to make such amazing architecture out of stone. When visiting, you will be asked constantly by the locals if you would like a private tour. There's actually an alternative route you can take to reach the top. And it's quite a climb, but once you get to the top, the view is just spectacular. So after missing not one, but 2 flights, I finally made it to Dubai. A shout out to Natasha and Alexa for hooking it up with the day spent at the Palm Atlantis. Love and miss you girls so much. It's always been a dream of mine to take the leap of faith, and I finally did it thanks to you girls. I also really enjoyed spending time at the Los Shambles Aquarium. Behold, the Burj Khalifa, the tallest skyscraper in the world. Dubai is just a city way ahead of its time. They have amazing public transportation. The people are so welcoming. And the shopping malls are life. And how about this? A virtual reality theme park. Dubai just reminds you that we are living in the future. I visited the old Dubai, which is basically the gold souk. A market with store after store of flamboyant gold jewelry. Even came across a world record for the biggest gold ring. Next on my agenda, a little desert safari. One of my favorite areas in Dubai was definitely La Mer Beach. It's a very eclectic beachfront area with tons of great dining and shopping. The main reason I went to La Mer was because I wanted to visit this place called Nitro Desserts. They specialize in nitrogen-infused treats. It was definitely a very unique experience eating nitrogen cheese puffs. Although I was given multiple warnings about visiting Dubai, I'm happy I went because I realized firsthand that I was mostly receiving false information. It might be true that Dubai is a bit more conservative than most places, but if you think about it this way, you're basically a guest entering someone's house. You want to follow the rules that are set there. It's a form of respecting someone's culture. A highlight of my trip was definitely visiting Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque in Abu Dhabi, the capital of the United Arab Emirates. This mosque is large enough to accommodate over 40,000 worshippers. First things first, when entering you must take off your shoes. It is customary for Muslims to cleanse themselves before prayer, so they offer these cleansing stations. The construction cost of this mosque was about $545 million. Construction started in 1996 and wasn't completed until December 20th, 2007. This is the entrance to the main prayer hall. The Grand Mosque has 7 important chandeliers that incorporate millions of Swarovski crystals. The carpet in the main prayer hall is considered to be the world's largest carpet. When visiting, I definitely recommend you go around sunset, so that way you get to also experience this marvelous place during the night. After exploring the Middle East, I met up with some of my friends in Italy. Unfortunately, we had to split up because we had separate flights, and my flight was 5 hours delayed, so I got there a bit late. But instead of stressing, I just sat down, enjoyed a nice little lunch, and then worried about meeting my friends. Guys, if you ever get a chance to get directions from Isaiah, don't. Just don't do it. Hi, Nick. Hey. We're here. We're queer. We stayed in Positano on the Amalfi Coast. It was such a beautiful place.
Make this last forever.
I always wanted to ride on a Vespa through Italy, and I finally did it! I know Italy isn't the Middle East, but I definitely wanted to share Positano with you guys. Hope you enjoyed my travel vlog, and thank you guys so much for watching my video.